excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gautin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Looking to pass, first play is Prescott. And incomplete to open things up. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Winters. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Here is 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now this throw caught left side. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott yet again. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Up the middle they go. Winters.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
The Lions at 8-4 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Peoples looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 10. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. On the give, this is Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And now here come the Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Prescott now on second down.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down. To the air again, Prescott.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb.
Down to the 42, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Fights through him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down, Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Holmes. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Third and short yardage, Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
distance here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. They'll throw again. Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Meanwhile, Dax, this throw brought in here by Mayer. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense set to take over. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Mozzie Smith there to bring him down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check.
On 3rd down, Peoples. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd and 5. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Watch the whip. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep going. 3.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they took their shot. That one was kind of up for grabs that time. And you've got to be careful defensively not to make contact too early. But that was textbook right there to get in tight and force the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Winters. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll run on first down. Peoples. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Griggs, give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 33.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
2nd down, Prescott. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Prescott on 1st down.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Prescott. That's out to Chubb, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And at the half, it's the Vikings who have taken their lead to the locker room. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Bears on top. Justin Fields, a touchdown pass in that first half.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll look to throw here. He's got it.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Prescott.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down,
Winters. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
the running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. Peoples, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Second down and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Griggs. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A first down throw for Prescott.
the right side, here's Mayer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Prescott. Pass taken in by Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nick Chubb, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. St. Brown in motion right. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Griggs. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They run with Harris.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Holmes has got it complete. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as he'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3.
Prescott down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. And again, it's Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Prescott now, option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
St. Brown motioning left.
On 3rd down, Winters. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Now Prescott.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Prescott yet again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Now Dak. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Peoples, and not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Lions, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.